Holy crap, guys. It's here. The official announcement for the new Dragon Ball anime is officially here, and I'm going to be thoroughly breaking down the trailer. If you can't tell, I am majorly excited right now because some of the stuff that I thought was going to happen is definitely happening, and some of the stuff that I wasn't sure about has been confirmed. So here we go. Let's just jump right into it. So at the very beginning of the trailer, we have this image of what I perceive as the Akira Toriyama equivalent of the Demon Realm. So it is the Demon Realm we're going to be dealing with. The actual title of the new web anime is Dragon Ball Daima. It is not Dragon Ball Magic. So apparently I have an explanation for why the name was changed. It wasn't even necessarily that it was changed in the last second. It's just there's multiple translations to the title of Dragon Ball Daima. So Dragon Ball Daima is evil, but the kanji are the ones for great and demon/magic. It's like Piccolo's Daimao, Great Demon King title minus the king, and the same as Majin/magic. So yes, the title Dragon Ball Magic was accurate in some sense, but they have changed it to Dragon Ball Daima in terms of how they're going to portray it to the world. So that is the reason it is not called Dragon Ball Magic. It is instead called Dragon Ball Daima, which is very interesting. And oh my god, guys, there is literally a thing in here from Akira Toriyama that says that everyone is turned into children and due to a conspiracy in order to fix things. And if you've watched my last few videos, holy crap, does that sound like what I've been saying this entire time. The Demon Realm is likely doing this to fix the balance of the universe, exactly like I said in my previous videos. So this is just ridiculously hype. The opening shot shows a couple of mystery characters, and like I said, it's pretty clear to me that this is likely the Demon Realm. If you've watched my previous videos, you know how I feel about like the whole aspect of the Demon Realm being involved. And so we get these like really eerie shots of like a fiery sky, and we open up with, of course, the Dragon Balls being used. Big shocker there. So what we know is, and when I was watching this trailer, holy crap, was this a shock to me, because yes, Kid Goku and Kid Shin are a part of this web anime, but apparently the Demon Realm has decided to turn all of the Z Fighters into children, which just completely blew my mind. I was not expecting that at all. Now, I want you to remember that this is a separate series to Dragon Ball Super. So if you're upset that there's this series, you know, running that has Goku and Vegeta and everyone else becoming children, just relax. Just remember that this is running alongside the Dragon Ball Super manga. This is not, you know, going to cancel Dragon Ball Super. So if you want more Dragon Ball Super, you're still going to be getting that, but you're going to be getting this too, okay? You're going to be getting both of these things at the same time. So here's a pic of Kid Goku and Vegeta, and here's a pic of Kid Bulma and Chi-Chi, Kid Krillin. We pretty much get to see every character as what they would look like as children, but the one that stood out to the most, to me personally, was Roshi, because Roshi looks a little bit like Krillin, and that really stood out to me. Yeah, so even the Kaioshin, I guess because they were with the Z Fighters, were turned into children. Piccolo was turned into a kid. I mean, everybody. The Ox King, everybody. Like, everybody. So that just goes to show you that this is not a permanent fixture of Dragon Ball. Very likely it is a problem that they're going to have to fix, because of course everybody's not going to stay their younger selves throughout the entire series. So this being a web anime and it being like its own thing, this really excites me because the sky is the limit with what they can do here. In terms of what they can do with this series, the sky is the limit. They really don't have any limitations in terms of what exactly they can do with the plot. Now, in terms of the plot, let's just go over some things that I've noticed. So I do not expect there to be one villain. Based on what I've seen in the trailer, there is this really weird scene where whoever is in charge of all of this madness is checking out Babidi. So maybe the villain is a descendant of Babidi. I have no clue, but the Demon Realm is very obviously super involved. I was definitely on the money for that. This is definitely going back to the roots of Dragon Ball because, again, like, everybody's a kid now, so they're going to have to rely on adventure themes. It's not going to be near as much, you know, battle manga themed as the Dragon Ball Super manga. It's going to be an adventure themed series. Now, something else I noticed is that, like, quite a few different villains, quite a few different faces were shown. And if this is the Demon Realm we're dealing with, that's not shocking, but quite a few different faces of villains were shown. So who exactly we're dealing with is still a mystery. We have no clue, like, who exactly the villain is. It looks like there's multiple villains, which is very like, strange. But it's not shocking, given that we very likely might be dealing with the Demon Realm. And, you know, the Demon Realm has multiple demons. We could even be dealing with people who, like Babidi, have been to the Demon Realm and just live there and exist there. So this is definitely going back to the Buu saga themes, like I talked about in one of my previous videos. I mean, Babidi and Buu are blatantly shown. So it's I got a lot of stuff right. I didn't get everything right. I do think that this is definitely still going to be very Journey to the West heavy. I really do think that. And I still think that Shin and Goku are going to play a major role probably over everyone else, because in this trailer they are shown together and to be interacting more than pretty much everyone else in the trailer. So Shin and Goku still have their star roles in the series. The only thing that was a complete and utter shock to me was the fact that all of the characters were turned into children. But this is Demon Realm related stuff. This is magic related stuff. It is an adventure related series, which will very, very likely center around themes based in Journey to the West. Like I said in my last video, the whole entire idea of the Demon Realm trying to develop mortals in a specific direction or interacting with the mortal universe in order to like tip things in one direction or the other. Like demons, Sun Wukong himself, the character that Goku was based on, is a demon. So when you look at this within the context of like all of the inspiration that Akira Toriyama took from Journey to the West, this has a ridiculous amount of potential. Let me just put it that way. This series has a ridiculous amount of potential. The amount of things that they can do with this series, like the narrative things that they can portray, they can make things so much clearer in terms of like what exactly they want to portray within the confines of Dragon Ball beneath the surface, because you're not dealing with a battle manga aesthetic anymore. You're dealing with an adventure-based aesthetic. You're dealing with a heavy story-based aesthetic. And Akira Toriyama, from what I've heard, is ridiculously hyped and excited to be involved in this project. He said he's having a lot of fun, from what I've heard. So this entire thing is just like completely mind-blowing to me. I'm super ridiculously hyped. I'm sure you can tell. I can't wait, and I hope you guys are excited as I am. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please leave your thoughts on this new series in the comment section below. I am so ridiculously hyped. I cannot wait. From what I've seen, again, this is like Demon Realm themed, magic themed. We don't really know a whole lot. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of information coming out as the days move forward, but it's definitely, like I thought, moving back to the themes of the Buu Saga, back to the themes of magic, back to Akira Toriyama's roots as an adventure storyteller, because that's what he originally wanted to do with Dragon Ball. He originally wanted it to be an adventure story. So he's shaking things up here. Like he's doing what he wanted to do in the original Dragon Ball rather than a battle manga per se. Like he's doing that again. And as someone who enjoys Akira Toriyama's work, his one-shots, things of that nature, like the way that he writes adventure stories, I'm ridiculously hyped. And the amount of like, oh my gosh, the amount of stuff that I'm going to be able to pick out of this series and explain to you guys and just like geek out over is going to be, it's going to be so enjoyable. It's going to be such a fun ride. So if you're watching my channel for the first time in this video, I love to make the connections between Journey to the West and different films in Dragon Ball. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sure you will enjoy my coverage of this new series moving forward. I am ridiculously hyped for it. I cannot express to you how excited I am for this series. And again, do not forget that this is going to be running alongside Dragon Ball Super. This is running next to Dragon Ball Super. So not only are we going to get this content, this is just extra cool content for us to enjoy and appreciate while Dragon Ball Super itself is also running. So again, this is nothing but cool, new, ridiculously well animated content with, of course, a cool story by Akira Toriyama. So there's no reason to be anything but hyped here, guys. Anyway, again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey guys, don't forget to check out Dragon Ball Infinity on the DaoofDragonBall.com. It's a story I wrote and produced with the help of Copy Workshop about a young Saiyan boy based on a character from Egyptian mythology who was a monkey god very similar to Sun Wukong from Journey to the West, who was an actual god of destruction. This story actually plays very heavily on Egyptian lore. It also makes references to Journey to the West due to the fact that the legend of Journey to the West and the story of Babi, the Egyptian baboon god, have a lot in common. So if you're interested, don't forget to check it out on the DaoofDragonBall.com, hosted by Derek Padula. And also don't forget to check out Derek Padula's many articles breaking down the many cool spiritual and scientific aspects of Dragon Ball, as well as its relevance in pop culture and different really cool aspects of Dragon Ball that are really fun to read about. Derek does a great job with his articles, so I would highly recommend you check out this website. And don't forget to check out his Dragon Ball culture books available now. Thanks a lot, and I appreciate the support.